it's Lindsay from My Crafty Plans. Today I am coming at you with my flip through of my fall personal wide ring bound setup. Super excited to share this with you. I am just so obsessed with this setup. I know I say this every time, but it's true every time. This is my favorite setup ever. So this is a personal wide ring bound planner from Print Pression, and this is in the Daisy Yellow, which is a lot smoother than the other Print Pression planners, like particularly the ones in the metallic collection or the classics. This is just like a much more smooth leather, and it is like a little bit more dentable, etc. So I would just advise be careful. I shared this on my Instagram, but I did damage the planner a little bit when I was putting through the rings, but you can't, swapping out the rings, but you can't really see actually with the new screws in. So it's not that big of a deal. But again, this is just like a much softer and smoother leather. It does feel really nice. And these are all vegan leathers. All of the Print Pression planners are vegan leathers. They're at a really awesome price point. So that and all the other shops I mentioned will be linked in the description below as always. I went with this sort of like yellow and purple, teal, pumpkin-y, but a paler kind of pumpkin. I went with really classic fall colors last year, but I was just really excited to go with something a little bit more muted this year. And honestly, the inspiration for this planner was wanting to use the yellow with this gorgeous purple and rose gold swag from Fur & You. So that is from Fur & You, and I think it's called a Daisy one. I forget exactly, or a wildflower bunch, and it is in like this all purples kind of color with all different purples there. So that is really exciting. I will show the charms and bows and everything as I go through the planner. So I am just going to open this up and jump right in. So this is a ready to ship planner, and I did pick this up on a sale, but that means it does have the same pockets, like most of my planners have this pockets as any at this point. So you do get the crisscross secretarial pockets with the card pocket on this side, and then in the back it's just two slotted pockets. So anyway, I like the secretarial with the card. That is my favorite pocket configuration, but the back does have a different setup, which I will show you when I get there. And the base for this kit is actually an art set from Kittenishgirl Thankful. So I printed a lot of this stuff and made a lot of this stuff myself from that digital art set. I will have that linked down in the description below. Incidentally, I do think that this is a Thanksgiving art set that I actually bought. My Thanksgiving kit will be in this art set as well this year. It just had a lot of light, this kind of like pale green teal color and like this kind of purpley mauvey color, and just was really pretty, and I just absolutely loved it. So I went with that, and I thought it looked really nice with kind of the brighter yellow, and I have pulled in some elements from other places as always. But yeah, so that is, if I forget to mention where something is from, it's probably from the Kittenishgirl Thankful art, and I did print all of that stuff myself and did a little bit of designing with that stuff. Anyway, over here on my front pocket, I do have a little bit of those digital papers printed. So these three papers are all from Kittenishgirl Thankful. Everything is laminated in my front and actually throughout pretty much. I just really like the way it feels to have it laminated against the pockets, especially since this is like a more bendy and flimsy leather. I think that having things laminated really makes it feel a little bit more firm and sturdy. So they have three papers cut in different sizes and laminated. And then on this one, I have a Clever Gal Crafts Jumbo. So it's like one of her really oversized seal bows that I laminated as well there. I have a little bit of this kind of, I forget what this is called. It's like thicker than regular acetate, and it's got like the shimmer and the gems. That's from a Simply Gilded box from the gemstone one. And then this die cut is also, I made this from the Kittenishgirl Thankful clip art, and I also have a washi card from that same gemstone set, just because it is like rose gold and it looks really nice, and a bunch of different washies. This is, all of these washies are from Simply Gilded, and this one's from the gemstone one, but the other ones are just from, various different sets, kind of just going with the overall color scheme of the planner. And then over here, I have some of that digital paper from Kittenishgirl Thankful and a Holly Nichols print. This is a 4x6 print. It's a fall one. I've had this for probably a couple of years, and I bust it out every fall. It's so cute with but I thought it matched perfectly with like the kind of leather jacket there and the pumpkins and everything. So just have that as a really nice front view. I honestly almost always have a Holly Nichols print as either my front view or my back view. And then on the back of that, I have this Simply Gilded journaling card that is I love fall most of all. I thought that was really cute, and it's rose gold. I'm so excited to be using rose gold. As you can see, I did swap the rings out in this planner for rose gold rings. I do have a whole video, which I will link down in the description below, and then the cards and well on how to swap your rings in your Print Pression planner. But so I do have my rose gold Stationery Life brand rings in here. Anyway, and this is just some more of that Kitnish Jess papers from the set. So I printed this paper double-sided so that I could just stick a journaling card on each side, and I have this stuff is in a dash sleeve, so you can pull this out. Nothing in here is glued so that I don't damage the print or the journaling card, and I do actually have a craft with me on how to make those as well. So then this is a page divider that I made. I just used some of the clip art, and so basically what I did is I printed the clip art on the paper, and then I print using my color printer, and then I printed this, just saying this year with just some font from my computer on my other printer, on my laser printer, so that I could foil it, and then I used a seal bow as tabs, and that's what I usually do for the dividers. I don't always put clip art and foiling, but I usually do foil them, and then on the back there I just have a bunch of different washies that I'm using. I just think that those look really nice, and that's pretty much what I've been doing with all my dividers. I do have 3 sections of this planner, and then I use different Simply Gilded seal bows as the tabs this time. So then I have this foiled acetate that I made from clip art from the Kittenishgirl Jess set. So again, I just print that, and I will have all of the papers and supplies that I use linked down in the description below as well. So I just print that on my laser printer and then foiled it. And yeah, and I foil using my laminator. I don't have a Mink, but I do like the Mink brand foil. And then I have a piece of vellum, which is just digital papers from the Kittenishgirl Jess set, printed there. And I just like the way it looks with, like, you know, the leaves kind of foiled on top of that. And then my inserts, this has not changed, so I will go through them pretty quickly as we go to them. But I have a 2-year future log from Jasenia's Printables, and pushing the pages together that have already, for the months that have already passed, I have this Kanko XOXO bow clip, which is in rose gold, and then this little dangle clip clipping some of like the far dated ones, since this is a 2-year future log, and I made this one myself. So that is pretty much what that looks like, and it just goes through 2021, and I just use this to like jot down things that are, if I make an appointment or if we have something upcoming for like kind of the years ahead. And then in between the sort of sections so I have 3 main sections and then different inserts within each section. So inside this section, I also have a regular monthly insert. So I have this rose gold foiled vellum, and I think this is from Happy Scrappy, from like an old kit. And I save all of my like plain foiled acetates and vellums like by foil color, and then I pretty much can use them to supplement things from the art kits every single time I do a setup. So I have like a stack of rose gold ones and gold ones and silver ones, etc. And so this is my monthly little planner. All of the inserts in here are from Jasenia's Printables. So this is what this looks like. Again, another Kanko XOXO bow clip up there. I don't have as much stuff in rose gold, which is why I tend to make like a lot of the charms and dangles and stuff, because not a lot of shops offer clips and stuff in rose gold, but Kanko XOXO does, and her rose gold is amazing and it never tarnishes. I've had a lot of these bows for years, and I find that her stuff, more than any other shop that I've bought from, more than any of the stuff I buy myself, just literally never tarnishes. So amazing. I love her bows so much, and they're so pretty. Anyway, so we will see a lot of bows this time. But this is what this looks like. I tend to use this like maybe the month ahead of this month, and in the current month I use this spot to think through like any major things we want to do during that month. And then this is just like any scheduling stuff. I use this as kind of pre-planning for my really favorite bullet journal spread that has like all the highlighter and color coding for like the monthly spread, if that makes sense. So I tend to use this more in like the month ahead. So I'm looking a lot at the October stuff now, since it's September while I'm filming this. Okay. And then I have another vellum just to end this whole section, because, you know, just do the most. I think I have like 12 vellums in here. I had like a list of everything I need for a setup. It's like 4 double-sided dashboards, 12 vellums, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I like a really decorative planner. And then Yeah, I just really like a decorative planner, but it's like all the setup is up front, and then at the end, you know, and on the day-to-day, you don't really need to do anything. I only have one spread in here that I sticker, and I don't even always do it anyway, so I will get to that later. But so then the rest of these dashes in here, I actually just made myself using the Kittenish art set and a couple of things from the Silhouette store. So I actually just went ahead and printed them and laminated them directly rather than putting them in the pouches. So this is all art from that Kittenishgirl set, and I just thought this was like a really cute little journaling card with the pumpkins and the fall bucket list. And I have 2 pens in this planner this time. I usually only have 1, but I just thought this Simply Gilded pen matched so perfectly with the setup with like this kind of like muted plaid, and it's in rose gold. So I decided to go ahead and put 2 pens because I also just really like to write with the pen gems with the gel insert. So I wanted to still have one of those in there. Anyway, on the back of this is some more of that Kittenishgirl art. And then this, I actually just went ahead and bought this in the Silhouette store and then printed it and foiled it. So it's just like a little, it says leaves are falling, autumn is calling, and I really like that. And then these pen loops I made myself, and I do have a video on how to make those as well. If you can just check out my Craft With Me playlist, and everything, pretty much everything I make except for the charms, which I will make that video eventually. It's just the charms are actually kind of hard to make, so I have to think about how to do them kind of fast because I feel like they take me kind of a while to make. But anyway, I will eventually make that video. So then I just have my next divider here. So I have like a dash and then a divider and then an acetate and a vellum and then all my inserts, etc. That's pretty much the gist of this. But this one is for my listing section. So again, just more, it's just like the same one. I just used a piece of the clip art from the Kittenist Jess, foiled the word, got my bow seals and some washies, and then all of that is just laminated together. And then this pumpkin, again, was just from the Silhouette store, and I printed that on and foiled it on a piece of acetate. And then I have this really lovely, this was like, I think my favorite paper in the set. It's just like this really lovely, like purple watercolor one. And then I have a couple different listing inserts in here. I have, some clip dividers in here. This clip is from Fur and You with this gorgeous flower and all the leaves and rose gold. So again, she has some shop stuff in her shop that's rose gold as well. And this one, I actually do have this all clipped together. So this one is just listing like this with like 2 long lists, and I just have a list of books, movies. This is all of the breast milk in our freezer, just different stuff like that. Anyway, so that's the first insert in there, and I just have the pages I haven't used yet clipped together. And then I have this paper, which this vellum, which I made from the Kittenishgirl art, clip art, which I'm really proud of this paper because this is, I feel like the first time I've done a lot of printing where it's like color and foil together. So I feel kind of proud of that, and it turned out really nicely. So I just used the leaves in the Silhouette store, and then I did like some outlining of the leaves in the Silhouette to make the ones to foil, and then kind of space them like that. So you get because you have to print it with 2 different printers basically to get the color and the foiling. But yeah, so that is how that turned out. And then I have like these little bow lists that just look like that. And I've got just like some house stuff and bill stuff that I'm not showing basically in these little lists, and again clipped together. And this jumbo clip is from K & Go XOXO, and this charm is from Fox and Pip, and I just went ahead and slid it on there. And then this is another piece of that same vellum, which I don't usually have 2 together. I don't think I realized that, but that's okay. I usually try and alternate them, but it's totally fine. And then this is my online orders thing. So this is where I track all of the stuff I bought. To be honest, I'm a little out of date in this, and I need to like update it, but that's fine. I just like, sometimes it gets like too off track and I kind of have to start over with it, but that's what I usually use. And then I check things off as they come, and then I usually put a star as I haul them. So anyway, this is a dangle clip that I also made myself. This one I made new for this time. I made a couple of things new for this time, and I had a couple of things already, and then I like, you know, because when I make them, you can like slide them off and to put them on a charm, or you can slide them onto a different paper clips, etc. So I made this one this time, and all of my beads and stuff are from Michaels, and the jewelry making stuff. Well, I guess some of it's from Amazon, but the beads are from Michaels. And then I have another K & Co XOXO bow clip right there, and then another just vellum to end, and the little setup right here. So then on my next journaling card, again, journaling card dash dashboard thing. Again, just made this with the Kittenishgirl Jess art and some of the papers. And then on the back is like this corn one that I made. I just was like so obsessed with this corn in the art set. And it's just like, I don't know, I just really like it. I thought it was so pretty. So I decided to make like a whole corn journaling card. And I actually printed some of this stuff on glossy paper this time, which I don't usually do, but I thought I really liked the way the glossy paper was printing. So I did go ahead and print a lot of these patterns on glossy paper. And then my last section is the this week section. Again, just made this the same way with as the other ones with the same materials, and then I just put the bows in different spots so that they stick out a little bit and are different. So then I made an acetate using some art from the Silhouette store and foiled that, and I have another one of these plaid vellums that I printed, and in here is a meal planner. I don't use this every week. Basically, I do my meal planning in my stickering weekly insert, which is the next insert in here, but on a week that I don't feel like stickering, it's also not a vacation week, so I didn't really use this at all. I didn't use this planner at all while we were on vacation, but on a week that I don't feel like stickering, or if I don't have time to set up a full stickering spread, I'll just use my bullet journal for all of my listing, and I'll use this for meal planning. So that's generally how I use this. So I just have a few pages in here, and I will just use this for 2 weeks. So yeah. So I don't always use this, so I just keep a couple pages of this in here just in case. And actually a lot of the listing ones, I don't keep like full inserts. I keep just a few pages, and I pull things out as I pull them as they're done, and I put new ones in as I need new ones, just to keep this a little bit slimmer, since I do have so many different inserts and so many different like decorative elements in here, just to keep it kind of a little bit slimmer. And then this is from Fox and Pip. Again, this is the K&Co XOXO clip or paper clip, and then the charm is from Fox and Pip, and it's like this really pretty white leaf dipped in rose gold. So then I have, in between my two setups in here, I do have a pocket folder. I made this. I have a craft with me on how to make this, and I have another pen clipped to that, which I'm just going to slide off for 1 second here so that I can show you. And this is a pen gem, and this is from the satin collection. It's the rose gold one from the satin collection. I just thought that was so pretty, so I wanted to include that as well. And then again, this binder clip is actually a little bit different from the ones I usually use. I don't have a lot of rose gold binder clips, that's why this one's a little bit different. And this is from Target. And then again, you can see my craft with me for how to make the pen clips, and also for how to make this folder, which is a functional pocket folder. So these pockets are working pockets, although they are a little bit sticky. So you can just slide stuff in here, and all of this paper is from the Kittenishgirl Jess art set. And on the back of that, I do have an adhesive pocket, which is from Amazon, a couple of die cuts, a washi card, which is on that iridescent paper, and actually I have some sticky notes in there as well from Simply Gilded. So just a bunch of different stuff stuck in that pocket. And then this one I did, sometimes I put the holes on this side, but at this one I decided to make like a secret pocket folder, so it is in where the rings actually keep it clipped close. So I just really like having a folder in here. You can hide things in there, like receipts or stickers or whatever you want. I just really, anyway, or just like papers or notes, or sometimes I'll put like sticky notes in there that I don't want showing up in the planner. But anyway, just a fun little thing to have in. I just like having a folder in general. Then I have another piece of that leaf acetate in here. I just like had one extra, and so I just decided to put it ahead of this last insert, which is my weekly stickering insert, the one that I film Plan With Me's with. So I just make this section a little bit extra special. And then I have another vellum, and then this is from Jasinia's Printables. It's a week on 3 pages gray with notes, and this is what it looks like blank. So you've got this double sidebar. So then this is what I use for meal planning, and when I am stickering, and then I do all of this stickering in here all in one go, like usually the Friday or the weekend ahead of the week, and then I don't bring any more stickers in throughout the week. I only use the pen in this planner, so usually the pen gems. This time I do have 2 pens in there, so I can play with that Simply Gilded pen, which actually writes really nicely as well. So that is what this looks like, and then it's got the weekend and the notes page, and I use the notes page to pre-plan for the next week. And this is, like I said, my main stickering pre-planning spread, and then I use my bullet journal for a lot of listing and stuff like that. And then I have have two Kanko XOXO bow clips on there, just clipping the rest of the pages together, and just this dangle clip, which is mostly for decoration. And then I'll show you what this looks like stickered. So this is the week that I'm in now, I don't know if the plan with me for this week was already up or not, but if not, it'll probably be my next video. I'm just figuring out my order. But anyway, it's Wednesday while I'm filming this, and this is kind of what this looks like, and this is a kit from Planning World, and that's how I sticker in here. You can check out my plan with me's for that. And then I do have this bookmark as well that I made from the clip art in the art set, just to mark my page there, and I just think that's so cute with the double stacked pumpkins. And then I do have one last piece of vellum on the back of this, just ending out the planner, and then one last dash sleeve to end the planner. So this was an art scene that came right with the art set. I didn't change anything on this, I just printed it. And then on the back here, I have some of that paper, and then this is all just stuff from the Silhouette store. Oh, this is just fonts that I wrote, and then I put another pumpkin to just kind of foil that. And I really do love a decorative back view, as you know, if you are not new to this channel. So I have a lot of stuff going on back here, and you've got like the slot pockets. So usually what I do is just clip a bunch of die cuts on the side here, because I don't like the look of the planner. I mean, I like the look of the planner, but I like to have more decoration on the side than there is kind of space for in the pockets, if that makes sense. And again, everything is laminated in the pockets and really throughout the planner, except for like the vellums and acetates, obviously. So I have some more of that plaid paper here. This is a vellum folder, so just again, this does work, and I slide it in like that. And then this is from Simply Gilded. It's a seal sticker that I've laminated and turned into a die cut, and this is I printed just a bunch of die cuts using the Silhouette software from the art set, from the Kittenishgirl Jess art set. And then this is, and I just tend to washi, like take a little piece of washi and roll it up and use that to kind of stick different elements on. That way, if I ever want to use this art without the rose gold, I can. Nothing is like, very little is permanent except for sort of the dash sleeves that I made, and I can always reprint them and foil them in a different color, etc. So that's my kind of thought through on that. Again, that's also why I use the dash sleeves for things like journaling cards and Holly Nichols prints, since those are one of a kind and I can't reprint them. I would have to buy new ones if I ruined them, so I don't like to do that. And the dash sleeves also protect them. Anyway, then I have just a bunch of die cuts here. All of these printed ones are from the Kittenishgirl Jess art set. This little mini journaling card and the heart are from Simply Gilded, and this was like those. This is like a full box from the extra full boxes, like that, the Simply Gilded anniversary box that came with basically it just came with a whole set of like journaling cards as full boxes, and I have been like laminating those and using them as mini journaling cards. That's my favorite thing to do with them. And then this is actually from Studio Signé, which is a shop that's no longer open, and it's just this really pretty rose gold, like cut out metal flower thing. So I have that in there. And then down here at the bottom, I have some bookmark charms and some charms I made myself. And the other one, this one is from Studio Signé, again, which is not open anymore. These the monkey knot ones. And then this I made new for this time. So since I was just using rings, I just went ahead and made it little, and looped it through the rings there. And then this one I had made previously, but wanted to use as well. So this one is like a full bookmark charm, because I think I actually made this when I was still using a TN and not a ring bound planner, but it's totally fine. These are all B6 size, and I just loop them behind the rings and through the rings, and that is kind of how they sit in the planner so that you can use them even if you're using rings. So I like that. And actually they're more flexible because you can use them with more size planners than you can like the little ring loops. But I can, again, I made this myself. It's just like some suede cord and different jewelry stuff. So I can always like make this on a longer thing if I want to, or turn it, just loop off the jump bands, etc. So that is kind of how that works. And that is everything for this setup. So I am going to close this planner and I will give you one last 360 view. Okay, so that is everything in here. I hope you enjoyed that. Let me show you all the different views. This really busy side view this time with the 2 pens and all the dangle clips, but I absolutely love that. Here is the bottom. So yeah, just super obsessed with this. I am so excited that I got to share this with you, and you can stay tuned for a lot of pictures of this and a lot of plan with me's in here, here and over on my Instagram. So definitely give me a follow there if you don't already, at My Crafty Plans. And that is everything. So if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and I'd love it if you'd subscribed. And I already said check me out on Instagram. So anyway, have a awesome day and bye.